So, my friends, as we mentioned, that when we are recognizing deeply that I'm a spiritual being having a physical experience and not the other way around, when I come to understand that the physical world is a world of thickness, it's a world of fracture, separation, it's a world of distance, while the world of spirituality is a world of oneness, it's a world of integration, unity, synthesis, it's a world of love. We're not suppressing the physical world. We want to be engaged in the physical world and bringing the physical world to its completion as well. And something that I heard from the teacher who shared this idea, Rabbi Yitzchak Isaac Shapira, he heard in the name of his teacher, the Piasetzner, this unbelievable shift in our consciousness based on the teachings of the Baal Shem Tov, based on the teachings of Chabad, that we are aliens in this world. And when we forget that we are aliens in this world, oh, it's so dangerous. It's dangerous. We become angry. We become very distant from one another. There's wars, there's tension, there's ill health, physical health. What we want to remember is we function each and every day, you and I. We want to be able to be spiritual beings having a physical experience. Every moment, every meeting of a moment, we want to ask ourselves, am I portraying my better self? Am I bringing more light in the world, more love in the world, more integration, more unity, more health in the world or not? And if it's or not, we have to think again. And it's true to say that it's a challenge at times. And that's what it is, being human being. It's to engage in that struggle, engage in that challenge, and realize each and every one of us, we're faced with the same challenges on a certain respect. There's this idea, +1 or -1, -1. +1 is every single day I meet this challenge. I come to be the beholder of light. I come to birth greater goodness in this world. I meet each moment and I bring more consciousness. Divine intelligence is more palpable in this world. That's +1. -1 is I don't do that. -1 is I fall. -1 is I don't express my better self. And we want lots of +1s. We want lots of +1s. To the best of our ability, meeting each moment, time and time again, birthing love and unity. As we said, we are shards. We are exiled from the yichud and from the ahava. Finding our way back. We're exiled from that oneness. We're exiled from that love, and we want to globally, holistically, all of the human beings finding our way back. And think for a moment, every human being on this planet lived a life where we understood deeply, experientially, I'm a physical being having a spiritual experience? No. I am a spiritual being having a physical experience. That's what I am. And when I live like that, every human being on the planet, conscious, every human being on the planet, meeting each moment and asking, is my next moment a greater revelation of light? A greater revelation of health and love? What a world that will be, even for one moment. Rabbi Shapira added, if we look in Yiddishkeit, everything in Yiddishkeit leads to this. So for example, in Pirkei Avot, Ethics of Our Fathers 1:1, we speak about how the world is built on Torah, Avodah, Gemilos Chasadim. Torah is the learning of Torah. Avodah is the tefillah, the prayer, the meditation. And Gemilos Chasadim is doing good for one another. So if we think about it, Torah, when we're studying, a lot of the time there's many separate ideas. This idea of physicality. And then what happens when we start to get it, when we start to think, and eventually we bring it together. We have that aha moment. Excellent, I get it. I chab pshat, I get it. So we see Torah is several different fractured parts. And then we're bringing it together, the wisdom teachings. We're creating that unity within the wisdom teachings. And it's the same for Avodah, for prayer. We have a head, sometimes it's all over the place. We have a heart. And then the work, the effort that we want to put in as we pray is to connect the head and the heart, to connect and to make that union, that unity, to have that connection. Again, the idea of separate parts, two separate parts coming together and meeting. And chesed, good deeds, when someone's missing something and I have what it is they're looking for, again, creating unity. It goes even deeper than that. One of the ancestors, his name is the Vilna Gaon, he writes that speech is in exile. Speech is in exile. And the words for speech, the words, we have the word mila, which means a word. We have the word teva and davar. And he explains from a Kabbalistic perspective that these words denote separation. When we speak about mila, it's severing. When we speak about teva, it's going into the ark and separating from the world outside. When we speak about davar, it's that thing over there and it's not another thing. And what we want when we are speaking is we want to speak and channel from a place of consciousness. We even want our words to come from a state of exile into a state of redemption. That as I'm speaking to you now, I'm hoping, I'm conscious, I'm present, and hopefully my words will upgrade our lives. So we see that in Yiddishkeit, in Torah, Avodah, Gemilas Chasadim, even within language, our wanting is to drawing down from way up high and allowing that God light to penetrate me and come through me and pulsate through me, to be able to communicate, to be able to really share divine intelligence in the world. So Be'ezras Hashem, my beautiful friends, I hope that as we meet each moment, we can really portray our better self as humanity, and we mamish go from strength to strength. May we live with resilience, blessing, love and hope.